When faced with a career-threatening injury, it can be easy to just quit, give up, and not go through the extensive process to get back to where you were. It's a tough journey, and it's one my next guest has gone on. Chase Antle from BGSU Baseball joins me today. Chase, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me, Leo.
It's been a long, hard road that you've been down, especially since our last interview. But you had your surgery on July 31st, 2017. Take us through the time that you knew something was wrong and how you decided on having the surgery.
Yeah, so I noticed a problem in 2016, the fall. I came off a really rough freshman year, and unfortunately I didn't have the year I wanted. I went and had a great summer like we talked about the last time with the Hamilton Joes in the Great Lakes Summer Collegiate League. I was an all-star in that league, so it kind of got my confidence built back and ready to go for the fall. So I came back, and I was at the high point of my career, what I thought for my college career at least, and felt a pop in that fall, and tried to keep pushing through it. And unfortunately, fortunately enough, I was able to keep going throughout the season, and at the end of the year kind of gave out, and then that led me to that surgery.
Now, you said to me that you faced a choice. It was have this surgery and, have to work incredibly hard to come back and be better than you were before, or walk away from the game of baseball forever. I know that couldn't have been an easy choice for you. How did you make your decision? Yeah,
actually, it was pretty much a no-brainer to me. I love the game of baseball. Baseball has been something I've done since I was 3 years old, playing catch in my backyard with my dad. So I've always wanted to keep playing this game. I want to keep playing this game until somebody tells me that I can't. And the road recovery was hard, don't get me wrong. It was something I don't want to ever do again, and I wouldn't recommend to anybody else. But I think I learned a lot about myself throughout that time, and I definitely needed it, and I think it was the best thing that could have happened to me. For a young guy that really just knew how to throw hard and not really know what his body is about and how to do certain things and how to fix my mechanics so I could dot up pitches and work on stuff like that.
What was the toughest part of the post-surgery kind of ordeal for you?
I would say that the toughest part was taking things slow. I don't do anything more than what your doctor says. Don't do anything less than what your doctor says. And there's kind of a tough part when you're getting right back, and I came back to school like a month after surgery, and all my teammates are playing and out there competing for a job, and I'm sitting on the sidelines with a sling on, not able to condition with the guys, not able to lift with the guys, and not able to play catch with the guys. So I'd say that was probably the toughest part, being able to just sit back and have to watch. And while it was tough, I learned a lot about myself, like I said, and it kind of got me hungry for the game of baseball again, because I was hungry before, but nothing's like getting a year taken away from you, and it kind of teaches you that every day you shouldn't take for granted because you never know when you're out of them.
I know there's no way you could have gotten through this process alone. Is there anyone in particular that was instrumental in helping you get through this?
Yeah, I mean, my family was great. The trainers, all the physical therapists that I worked with plenty of them. To be specific, Dan Fisher helped me out a lot, and Eric with Wood County, and the guys at Ohio State, like I talked about, that's where I got my surgery done. They were incredible, and my family was a big support system for me. My teammates were great for me, and all around I just had a big support system, and strength training staff here got me back to shape. So all around I had a perfect corner, so I just had to go do my thing.
Well, there's a certain four-legged individual that you kind of left out of that healing process. I know your cat, CJ, you said, helped you get through that process a lot. How much of a stress reliever is it to have that little guy waiting for you when you get home after a bad day?
Yeah, it's funny because he's kind of like me. He has an attitude, so we definitely butt heads, even though it's a cat. It was pretty cool how he came about my life. I was in a tough spot, and he was just sitting outside my apartment, and he was clearly homeless, and he needed a home, so I didn't want him at first. I was like, I need to call the Humane Society. We can't have him. I'm a college kid. There's no way. But after 2 days, he was my cat, and that's just kind of how it went.
You got some goals for yourself that you came up with post-surgery, and you put up on your goal board in your room, including a quote from Muhammad Ali. How did you come up with those goals, and why don't you tell me about some of them?
A lot of them are just personal goals that if I do my part, they'll come along. So I'm relying upon my teammates as well. So it's pretty much the group goals. They're group goals for me and my teammates that I think if we all do our part, that they could come. I came up with them because those are things I've always dreamed about doing. School, I've never been good at school, so I wanted to graduate with a 3.4 GPA or higher, and fortunately enough, I'm set up to do that with this coming semester. And the other ones are just personal goals about my performance. So we'll see how that goes come this spring, and I think I have a good chance to meet those.
I know there's one out there about a certain velocity goal.
Yeah.
I believe it's 94 by June, or is it?
Yeah, I'd like to be up in the 90s. I'm not going to specify exactly where I'm at, but I do want to be up there.
How close are you to getting there?
I'm really close. I'm right where I need to be competitive in this conference, and I think give our team the best chance to get to Avon, and that's really the big goal.
Well, we talked about your freshman year in 2016. We'll talk about it again for a minute. It's a bit of a rude awakening for you. 9 appearances, 7 2/3 innings, an ERA close to 12. But here at BG24, we like to focus on the positives. You cut your ERA in half to about 5 in 40 innings, and you even registered a save in 2017. What changes did you make between the end of the 2016 season and the start of the 2017 season that kind of fixed you a little bit?
Yeah, you know, the jump to college from high school is a huge jump. It kind of humbles you a little bit, because in high school, if you played Division I baseball, everybody was the best player at their high school, and you not necessarily saying every guys didn't work hard, but me personally, I didn't work hard. In high school, I just knew I could blow the ball by people, and then I was going to get outs that way, and that's not the way it happens in college. Those outs that you had originally are now taking over the fence, and that was just a big step for me, like learning that you needed to work hard. In my freshman year, I just didn't. So with how I injured myself that fall of my sophomore year, I was doing rehab at 6 a.m. every day of the week, and even going through physical therapy and cortisone shots and everything like that. I knew that I had to do those things and had to start working harder, else my arm wasn't going to be able to take it much longer. And fortunately enough, I was able to make it through a majority of that season, my sophomore campaign, pain-free. But towards the end, when the innings started racking up, I just kind of lost it, and unfortunately my statistics kind of got hurt by that. And I didn't give my team a chance to win, like we talked about the last time. But I'm ready to go now, and I'm hoping to change that around this year again.
Well, the past is the past. Let's talk about 2019. In mid-February, you are going to be on the mound for a competitive game against an opponent for the first time since your surgery. Are you nervous? No.
I think, like Coach Halleck talked about, preparation is the biggest thing. As long as you're prepared, everybody fears a prepared guy. So I feel like we're preparing the right way, and I feel like I'm doing everything I can to prepare for the season, and especially February 15th. And I'm more excited and pumped up to get out there on February 15th and show what all my hard work is done than I would say I'm nervous. I'm ready to go.
Let's talk about Coach Halleck. He has come in and been kind of the difference maker for this team. He's mentored a lot of the young guys, and he's been a big help to you. What's the difference been between, last year, and I know you loved Coach Blank, and now that he's gone, you got Coach Halleck in there. What's been the biggest difference with having him here?
I'd say definitely Coach Halleck brings a different vibe to this team. Accountability is a huge one. I'm not saying Coach Blank didn't do a great job, because he definitely did, but I just think things were ramped up. Things are ramped up to a different level, and I think we needed that. I think coming off those 3 straight years that I've been here that we haven't made the tournament, it's just kind of like in the years past, kind of like got to be the new normal. And with Coach Halleck coming in, he doesn't accept that, and nor should we. We should have never got to that point. But not even just the young guys. He's mentored me a lot, and he's helped me into my mental part of the game, and that's the biggest part of baseball, is the mental part. So I think Coach Halleck is an absolutely incredible coach to come in. I had a lot of mechanical issues to fix and work out from fall till now, and I think not just myself, but a lot of the guys have made big adjustments to that too. So I think all in all, I think we're going to have a different team come out there February 15th than in years past.
Speaking of changes, you're now undoubtedly one of the senior leaders on the team. What advice do you have for some of the younger guys on the team?
I mean, I'm still learning every day too, but I'd say just work hard. Don't take any day for granted, because you never know what day you can't go and play catch anymore, or maybe you get lucky like I did and get another chance to go into the operating table and then have to work real hard to get back to playing catch. A lot of us enjoy playing catch. I have to hope everybody enjoys playing catch, because it's one of the most relaxing things for a baseball player. But just work hard and don't take any day for granted. That's really all I can say, and that I've learned.
You mentioned that this team has not been in the tournament in some time. What has to change this year for that to no longer be true?
It comes back to what I said, being prepared, working hard, and making sure you do all the right things and know that you are going to go and take something from another person. That's another thing Coach Halleck talks about a lot. And It's really true. Like at the end of the day, it's two people competing against each other, and that's the bottom line. In baseball, you're either going to throw a pitch for myself, and the hitter's going to hit it, or he's not going to hit it. And if he does hit it, it's between that hitter and the fielder to go make a play, and then playing catch after that. And so, getting back to what you're talking about, I think those things in consideration will get us back to Avon.
Well, Chase, hopefully you can help pitch us there, and best of luck this year.
Appreciate it, Leo.